Hey, welcome back. Unfortunately, this week I don't have like a Trader Joe's haul to share with you guys. I tried so hard to film on Friday when I went grocery shopping and it was all bad. I tried to cram way too much into my day. I did go grocery shopping. I went to Costco as well. And when I got home and I was trying to film, I was hangry. My son came home unexpectedly. I thought I had a quiet house to myself, and it just totally killed my vibe. So I trashed it all, and we're doing this instead. I'm gonna have my dinner with you. The lighting looks weird in here. I'm in my dining room. I made a homemade rice-a-roni. These look disgusting in camera, but trust me, they look much better in person. This is a veggie saute with olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and thyme. And then my husband barbecued ribs. So I did want to hop on here and I wanted to provide to you my weekly menu and then also any recipes that I have to coincide with that. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So this week at Trader Joe's, I spent $112.73. I have 6 menu items and 2 desserts. One we're probably going to use as a breakfast, and the other one is definitely a dessert item. So I'll just go over that real quickly with you. So tonight we're having barbecue ribs with sauteed veggies and a homemade rice-a-roni that I just shared with you. We're also gonna have tuna melts. It's an Emerald Lagasse recipe. I've made it a couple times, really, really good. I'm also gonna be making a rosemary chicken and a white wine butter sauce, and then I'm gonna be roasting some, it's a potato medley. So there's some red, some purple, some Yukon Gold potatoes, so I'll be roasting those in the oven. I'm going to be doing chicken adobo and rice. That's a family recipe, so I probably won't have any recipe to share for that because it's kind of in here. We're going to be making French dips, and I'm also going to be doing fish tacos with lime slaw, and actually I'm changing it to lemon slaw because that's what I have. I'm going to be making an almond puff pastry that can be used for a breakfast one day this week. I'll probably make that in an evening and we'll eat it for breakfast the next morning. It's a sweet treat. I usually try to do something fun and sweet on Fridays. And then I'm also tonight going to be making an apple crisp, and we're going to eat that with vanilla ice cream. So as far as where my food dollars went at Trader Joe's this week, as far as produce, I purchased lemons, which will be used in the lime slaw. It's going to be lemon slaw. And then it requires a little bit of lemon juice for the apple crisp. I purchased tomatoes. Those are going to be used with the tuna melts. I bought roasting potatoes, onions. I was running low on sweet onions. I bought spinach for my breakfast scrambles, my veggie scrambles that I make. Mushrooms, that's in tonight's veggies. Also to be used for my breakfast scramble, I bought a coleslaw mix and cilantro, which goes also in the, I keep wanting to call it a lime slaw. It is lime slaw, but I'm using lemons. So if I say either one, just know what I'm talking about. As far as cheeses and things, nothing this week. I had some provolone in the fridge already that I needed to use up, so the provolone is going to be used for the tuna melt. So I like to kind of poke around in my fridge. What do I have going on? Anything that I need to use up, like this week was provolone slices, so that's what prompted me to put the tuna melts on the menu. In the frozen section of Trader Joe's, I bought the puff pastries, some hash browns. They're just little frozen hash browns that you pop into the toaster oven. We love those. Sometimes we just pop those in and take them to go, and that's our breakfast. I bought a small carton of vanilla ice cream, and I bought some frozen tilapia that's going to be used on the fish tacos. In the meat section, I bought some more of that family pack, the chicken with the bone. I chopped that up. I made the adobo last night, and there was plenty. We have some leftover that I'm sure somebody will enjoy tomorrow for lunch. I bought some chicken breast for the rosemary chicken and white wine butter sauce. I have been making that recipe for years. It's one of my favorites. I know my oldest son, he requests that pretty often. So I think you're gonna love that recipe. In the pantry section of Trader Joe's, I don't know what they call it, if it's just like dried goods or what, but you know the aisle with the cereals, the baking supplies, the pastas. I call that the pantry aisle. So I didn't buy anything from there. Actually, I didn't buy a lot at Trader Joe's this week. In the bread section, I bought small tortillas. I bought some brioche bread. We're gonna be making some French toast for breakfast. In the dairy section, I bought orange juice, my weekly gallon of 2% organic milk, and I bought some organic heavy whipping cream. That's going to be used in the rosemary chicken sauce. Another reason why I scrubbed the Friday filming is because I bought some shampoo at Trader Joe's, and when I was filming and doing my unbagging, I realized that the shampoo leaked all over my potatoes and all over my wine bottle, and I was distraught by that. So I didn't want to share that with you guys, me in distress. You don't need that. And I also bought a bottle of wine, and I think that pretty much sums up what I purchased from Trader Joe's. As far as the apple crisp, I have a bowl full of apples. So my family was on this apple kick for a while where we were eating a bag of apples every single week for like 3 months, and it got so crazy that my oldest son, one day, there was one apple left in the bowl, and he said, "That apple is mine, nobody touch it, I'm taking that tomorrow for my snack." So we were like, okay. Like the last time I bought a bag of apples, like a week and a half ago or something like that, nobody touched the apples. It was like an unspoken pact where everybody was just like, we're not eating apples anymore. That's like so last week. So anyway, I have a bunch of apples that I need to use up, so that's why I'm making the apple crisp. I'm sure that if I change the form, add some sugar, they're gonna be all over that. I did do a Costco trip this week, so I purchased sourdough bread. I bought a big thing of tuna. I can't even remember what it's called, but it's my favorite tuna. It's like in a orange and blue cans, and it comes in a stack. If you've had it, you know it's the best tuna out there. I bought the ribs we're using for the barbecue today. Those were something we already had in the freezer that I'm pulling out. The French dip stuff I have not purchased yet, so I'm gonna go to our local store here in town. It's just like a mom and pop. They have a really nice deli, so I'm gonna have them shave me 1 pound of roast beef. That usually runs anywhere from $16 to $18 a pound. I will use a full pound for that. The au jus sauce, I use things that I typically have on hand. So I'll do probably 2 cups of water with 2 tablespoons of beef granules, the beef stock granules, and then I slice up an onion and just do a low simmer. And that's what I call our au jus sauce. I've never looked up a recipe. I don't know what a true recipe consists of. That is a recipe I created on my own, and it's delicious and it works just fine. And I usually have all that stuff here. So, and also for the French dips, oh, something I bought on here that I just picked it up, it wasn't on my list, was grapes. That's gonna be our side for the French dips and possibly the tuna melts, is some organic green grapes. As far as the bread for the French dip, I will also be picking that up at the local store. There's a local bakery that delivers to the local mom and pop grocery store, and they sell these delicious fresh French rolls for, I think they're like 6 for $2. And so I'll pick up a bag of those. So that meal is gonna probably add an additional $20 onto my Trader Joe's cost for the week. And then also the extra cost for the tuna and the sourdough, which is very minimal, and the barbecue ribs that we pulled out of the freezer. That's probably, I think we paid just under $40 for that whole thing. We got 2 meals out of it, so that will add an additional $20 to the week. So still around the $150 range for the week, which I think is pretty good. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna enjoy what's left of my weekend, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.